Everyone's celebrating.
Good afternoon, turds. Well, we are back from our little adventure, our little track day, if you will, with the red turd. And I already got her unloaded out of the trailer. And today I'm going to show you what exactly happened during that event. Well, kind of exactly. More so like a car update, not really anything about the event. But what's gonna be fun is I'm going to show my wife what is underneath this tarp. Now, she's very familiar with the red turd, and she was actually with me the day we bought it up in Connecticut, and we actually drove the thing all the way down to Georgia. You know, it was like a 13-14 hour trip or something like that. So, you know, she's got some familiarity with this car and kind of how much it meant to me. So, or means to me. Shit, kind of just ruined it, didn't I? Anyway, you can tell by the title of this video, underneath this cover right here, something awaits. So let's go get my wife. All right, so I got the car unloaded. You see it's underneath the cover, right? Mm-hmm. So we can't talk about anything about the event that I went to, okay? So that's really important. But you haven't seen the car yet.
Nope. You've told me about it.
I did kind of tell you about it, but you haven't seen anything.
Nope.
That's what's important.
Okay, let's see.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you take off the cover.
Okay.
Because you got a lot of history with the car since you rode all the way back from Connecticut.
All right, let's see. Holy cow.
Not that bad. She's a little dirty.
Horrible.
No, it's just a little mud, you know. This will buff.
Yeah,
this will buff. This we can put some glue or some tape on.
Tape? Okay. Okay, the inside's okay.
The inside's fine.
That's
no, it's still a car.
That's horrible. Look at the wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's not normal.
That is fucked up. I mean, yeah.
No, you can say it. That's what?
That's up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so guys, the event actually went very well. I actually can't talk about it, but despite the shape that this thing is in, it went really well. It's kind of hard to believe, but it also still runs.
Yeah.
It still runs just fine. Now the battery's completely dead.
Wait, how is it going to run?
It runs just fine. It starts.
Okay, it starts.
The battery's completely dead,
You should
but
have
it
said,
starts.
You should have said it starts. Not it runs.
Well, it does run. It just doesn't move.
Well, to me running means moving, okay?
Let's see if it'll even start. Ah, let's see. Look,
Let me.
door doesn't open.
How are you gonna get in?
NASCAR style. Oh, that's called doing it for Dale.
Get in there.
Hold that button. There we go.
Okay.
Things that we did break on the car. See the shifter?
Okay.
Watch.
Like an owl.
Shifter is completely wrecked. But I can if I get it in gear. Watch. I bet you it doesn't move. It's in gear. Hear it rattling? Now you gotta get out.
I'm just gonna go this way.
No, don't do that. That's cheating.
I'm going to mess up the seat.
You're not gonna mess up the seat. Just all right. So twist your body to your right, and then poke your head out first.
Oh hell no!
Your head has to go first.
No, how am I gonna get out?
Now twist. Now put your butt on the door. That's how you get out of a NASCAR right there. So for now, went ahead and moved the trailer back, and we're going to keep this thing under wraps just for a little bit, and she'll come back to the channel soon enough. I promise you guys. We are not done by any means with this thing, but something that will be coming back to the channel, or actually introduced to the channel, is this thing. Now I know it doesn't look like much. There probably won't be a lot of videos on it, but this was my dad's 1996 Yamaha Exciter twin engine jet boat, and I actually just got done putting two brand new 1100cc motors in it. So this thing, once I'm done cleaning it up and fixing a few things, this thing's gonna be ready to rip. This thing is fun, man. Me and my dad have had this thing probably like 15 feet in the air jumping waves on it. It is basically a 5-seater jet ski. And then, of course, we got the turbo skis sitting all nice and pretty, ready to come out for when it gets warm. And green turd, we ain't talked about that much. But so for now, I got some new parts to show you guys, and the Blue Turd is coming to the channel. We got major updates on the Blue Turd, so let's see what we got. So right now we're gonna be unboxing a package from our buddy Stefan at ASP Headers. And it's actually not just a box from Stefan. There is a couple things going on in this thing, so let's get it unboxed. So a giant shout out to Performance Coatings. So they're a premier coater up where Stefan is in Washington State. He reached out to me. They were excited about the project that we had going on with the Blue Turd, and they wanted to hop on board. So as you can probably guess, whatever's in this box is coated, and you would probably be right. So freaking awesome t-shirt swag. And dude, packing peanuts should be a crime. I don't care. Packing peanuts should definitely be a hate crime. There you go, guys. So those ASP Headers turbo manifolds that we were working on, we just got these things completely wrapped up. We have some exhaust gas temperature bunks for individual cylinder tuning, and nicely coated for that nice durability and great look, man. Dude, whew, I cannot wait to get these put on, and I'll explain to you guys a little bit later why these are so freaking important. All right, so here we have the rear manifold and our new front manifold. So we whipped these up in like a couple of days while we were building the long tube headers for the Red Turd. But he went ahead and took them back to Washington with him, finished them up, got the exhaust gas temperature bungs put on each one of the cylinders. And then our buddies from Performance Coatings went ahead and coated them for us. Now I'm going to explain why this is so important. So for the past, well, ever since I bought the car, we have been using this guy. So this is a factory exhaust manifold, and all in all, it's not terrible. But I was fighting a bunch of things. Dumb stuff like the little 2-bolt ball flange was always leaking. As you can see, like this is a perfect example of a stock one leaking, not even turboed. But the biggest issue was not only the diameter of each runner, but the fact that these are not equal length. And equal length is important because if one cylinder fires and you have, and your other cylinder fires, and those are not equal length, well, these exhaust pulses that are traveling down these tubes can actually meet at the merge at the exact same time. So what happens is you're basically trying to shove 2 pulses of exhaust out this at the exact same time. But if you can make these equal length, it'll fire 1 and then fire 2 and then fire 3, and all of these are coming out of this collector really smoothly. Now for me, why is this really important? So why is this really important for me? This is really important for me because in the turbo world, there is something called exhaust gas back pressure. You guys have heard this before. This isn't something new, but it becomes a real world problem on a max effort drag car. And what that is we try to stay under what we call like a 1-to-1 ratio. So if I'm running, say, 30 pounds of boost, ideally you want 30 pounds or less pressure in the exhaust, because anytime you have higher exhaust pressure than you do intake pressure, you can get reversion, where exhaust pressure is actually entering the intake when the camshaft is, when you have an overlap period on your camshaft. To try to dumb that down it's just not efficient. So what we want to do is we want to make the exhaust as free flowing as possible, let it handle all the air in the world it wants, so that way we can make the most horsepower. How can you tell that you are at a limit? Well, simply your car just doesn't make power. I made 35 pounds of boost, I believe, on the 8-second pass when we were at TX2K. I had ran as high as 48 pounds of boost at Bradenton Motorsports Park, which if you guys haven't seen that video, it's pretty ridiculous. But how I can tell is that it really didn't pick up any mile an hour. So that tells me that we have a major back pressure problem, and I knew because I was running exhaust, stock exhaust manifolds, this was an issue. So not only did we increase the diameter, we also made these equal length, but here we have one of the 2¼ inch pipes going to the turbo, which I also had to clearance for my crank dampener. So, like this is 2¼ inch, this is probably crushed down to 2 inch. This is not ideal for what I'm doing, like not ideal at all. So throw that away. Here is our brand new 2½ inch smooth mandrel, no crushes. This is going to flow way better than this. I mean, look at the camera. You can even tell, just the camera is not lying here, guys. This thing, look how small that is, look how large this is. This is going to free this motor up a lot. These right here is going to be the secret to running 50 pounds of boost, hitting 180 mile an hour in the quarter mile. And maybe we could sneak up on that 850 pass with the old synchronized H-pattern front wheel drive transmission. Blue Turd's just been in here collecting dust. Motor was in here just for mock-up. So what we're gonna be doing next on the next episode is we gotta yank this motor apart. We gotta fix any kind of damage, any kind of bad wear, and we gotta be prepared that in 2 weeks is coming the largest car show I have ever been a part of. Larger than anything I've ever been to, and I'm honored to even be there. I'll let you guys know a little bit later on exactly what we're doing, but this thing basically needs to be not only race ready, but show ready in 2 weeks. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little dingle bell icon, you know the spiel. Guys, help a brother out. Thanks for watching.